Okay, and we're live. So I wonder if anyone's going to join me today. Been enjoying these lives actually recently, and people coming in and chat, and it's quite good. It's been a lot of fun. So feel free to come and join me if you want to chat tonight. It's 6 p.m. now in Australian time, East Coast. Up north, it's been a warm day. Summer here. So we can talk about anything and everything. Obviously, I talk a lot about breathwork and training and so on. Today I've been doing a bit of today I spent all day doing breathwork. As you know, probably one of my goals coming up is my level 1 for free diving. It's going to be really cool. So some of my protocols for that, I've been training my training my breath holds and so on. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Yeah, I do have the link, mate. Hang on. Let me see. There we go. There you go. Yeah. So that's been going on pretty cool. So we can talk about all sorts of stuff today. Breath holding and how to increase your breath holds. Hey, Jenny, how you doing?
Hey, good, mate. Good.
Good. How's Glen Innes?
Actually, it's very warm here today. I went to the pub for a dinner, and my unit keeps out the warm. I'm going to suffer in winter, but but it's nice and, well, usually cool, but it's an extra hot day today. So
yeah, it's been a warm one.
Not that killer humidity like you get in Brisbane, etc. up north, So yeah, it's quite doable.
Yeah, humidity this week has been good. Pretty high actually. I'll just say good day to Jonathan. How you doing, man? Jonathan, how you doing? We had was it 90% humidity yesterday?
Okay, I don't miss that. Oh man,
yeah, it was very sticky.
Yeah. I hate it. I just can't do that heat anymore.
I don't mind the heat so much as like the humidity is like up here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what really sort of drains you. But I'm starting to manage that a little bit better these days, so it's not too bad. So hope you do great, folks. Well, off to the GP this morning, having breakfast first. Good man. I hope everything goes well there at the GP with Jonathan. So he's been having fits recently, the epilepsy, I think.
Like he needs that on top of everything else. Like, bloody hell. Universe, give him a break. Like, come on.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those. I mean, there are ways of managing these things, and hopefully we can get on top of it. Yeah. Thanks, Jonathan. Give us an update, mate. And like we'll actually, Jonathan, we'll keep talking about what we were talking about the other day, yesterday as well. So we'll get on do some work on that as well. So there's actually protocols and studies actually using. I mean, there's a lot of ketogenic diets. They use ketogenic diets to manage. They've been doing that for the last 120 years to manage epilepsy. But actually, there's protocols now for being using breath work as well, because it helps to sort of bring you down into that sort of, because a lot of the time, a lot of it's just like adrenal gland overactivation and like you're in that sort of sympathetic nervous state. So if you can bring that down and control your nervous state, that has been proven to, shown to help, with epilepsy. So that combined with the carnivore diet, which you would think should certainly help, hopefully. But we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah, my mum had epilepsy. I wish I knew all about this, back then. But she was on Dilantin, which she ended up with dementia, and I'm sure that was a part of frying her brain. I have no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, medications do that. I mean,
Yeah.
my sister, she was the same. My eldest sister, she had epilepsy as well. As brought on by when she had her first child. So, there. So I mean, it was difficult for her. I suppose it's like for the first 5 years that she wasn't allowed to drive. It says she couldn't even have a driver's license or anything like that. So,
yeah, my mum never did, well, past a certain age. But my mum was she was one of these who trusted her doctors implicitly, and we probably, even if I knew about it, odds on I wouldn't have been able to convince her. So,
yeah, that's the point. Isn't it? Like that's the thing, and it's like it's really hard to convince family members to, like. We all grew up, or they did too. Is like they grew up thinking you got to get your fruit and veg and all that sort of stuff. So it's really hard to convince them that no, you don't need that stuff. Like get off the carbs and it can really help. But what do you do? I mean, like I said, I always say like you can. I mean, everyone walks their own path, so you can tell them about it. You can advise them or show them, but doesn't mean it's gonna they're gonna take it on. There's really nothing you can do about that, is there?
No.
Just the way people are.
Yeah. My best friend, she was vegan. She's been vegan for years, right? But her diet is absolute shit. Because she had one of those lap band things, which has absolutely screwed her up, right? But long story short, I recently, because she split up with her boyfriend, and she's been depressed for quite a long time. And I made the mistake of saying, well, mate, meat is healthy. We've been lied to for ages. And oh my God, the tirade. She's looked at the study, David. She's looked at this one study, and who, World Health Organization has said that meat is carcinogenic.
Yeah. That one gets thrown up all the time. Like these people it's crazy, isn't it? Like,
and I'm arrogant for my stance because she's done so much research. Like one study, oh my God, okay, mate, you do what you want to do. Like,
there's nothing to do. I mean,
no,
that's just the way people are. They're crazy like that. They don't like to be proven wrong. No one does.
No, I didn't even. That's all I said. And after this tirade, I just thought, okay, I'll leave you to it. I was leading up to saying this could help with your depression, but I just left it. It's like, no.
Yeah, I was actually reading a tweet the other day, yesterday actually. It was just I suppose I don't know what you call them anymore, tweets or X's or whatever. But was it Sean Baker? He said, put out a tweet, and this idiot doctor in Sydney, he's obviously he's a plant-based. He's got like plant-based doctor, and in his bio, and he's just like, because his reply, I forget what Baker said, but this guy's reply was because meat is a carcinogenic. I was like,
yep.
Okay. It's unbelievable just how many people fall for this WHO bullshit,
I know. Like, haven't people woken up to the fact that all these organizations are corrupt and evil as shit? Like,
it's like you would think that the last 5 years, you would think that after these people basically locked you up in your homes and forced these injections of into you and all the rest of it, you would think that they would say, maybe these people don't have my best interest at heart, like maybe there's something wrong here. But no,
that's right.
If it's on the WHO or the UN's website or the WEF and all the rest of it, then it must be true. It's crazy, absolutely insane.
I know. But I just back off because, well,
you can't argue with stupid.
No, it makes me sad because seeing your best friend, so shut off, and I could give her volumes of information, obviously, but It's no.
No, it doesn't matter how much information you give them, how many links to studies, how many, like you could give them like, a book full of references and they still won't take it. They won't even look at it,
Or Dave
people,
Mack's interviews, heaps of stuff, right? Real stories, not stupid studies. But
exactly.
no.
Yeah.
But now I know, David, why her dogs always end up being fat, because she feeds them crap.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like people who eat crap, they always feed their pets crap,
Yeah.
It's the way it is. And
Yeah.
they always end up sick. They always die early. They always, have problems. And
yeah,
it's some shocking stuff, actually, what they do to their pets, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hello, Mandy. Good to see you. Hey, Hedge, how you doing? That's all right. That's all good. Yeah, good to see you, Mandy. You can become an expert in most things nowadays in under a week. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't argue with stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Like everyone, it sort of blows my mind, actually. People it's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Like these people are like they do, like some people have like a little bit of personal success and say, oh look, I lost a bit of weight, and then all of a sudden they're experts and they come on YouTube and they get on social media and say, hey, look, you too can do this, and this is what I did, and it's just whatever. It's funny. It's a funny situation, really. People are just just people, I guess. It can be disappointing, though.
It's I've often wondered why somebody like me, who's always been a bit of a deep thinker, I guess, but even I didn't wake up to the world as such before 2020 totally. Like there were hints, but since then it's like wham. How can anyone not see?
Yeah, that's right. Like you'd like literally, you think you'd have to be blind not to see it. But unfortunately, some people it just doesn't register. So again, like there's just nothing you can do about that. Like some people are just never ever going to wake up to that.
Well, sometimes I don't go too far because I don't want to freak them out. Like I think some people may not be able to handle the truth.
That's true.
Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth, and I think that's possibly true.
A lot of people are like that. I like the people around me where I am at the moment. They're very much like that. It's always they watch the morning news and they watch the ABC and they watch this, and that's like, this is the gospel. Like this is the way it is, and it's like
really?
seriously. Yeah, and if you tell them anything different, it's like, oh no, that's silly. That's not true. I'm like, okay, whatever. There's no point arguing. There's 0 point arguing with you. Like I said, you just can't argue with stupid. And no matter how much you care about these people, So
it's amazing. It really is amazing.
it's shocking, really. You wouldn't think about it, like, I suppose, like 10 years ago, I wouldn't have thought about it much, but now it's like it's just so obvious that it's
like all the like I've never had great faith in human nature, not people like you and me, obviously, but just in general, right? And I knew there was obviously corruption and but I never knew the depths. And I think obviously having an open mind, that no matter how much it disturbs me, and God knows I don't want any of this crap to be true, but I refuse to be an ostrich in the sand. I'd rather know,
right. That's right.
See, you can't unsee. You can't unsee anyway, even if you wanted to.
No, that's right.
So
No, exactly. I mean, it'd be it'd be great if all this stuff wasn't true, but unfortunately, it's just the way it is, and um, the level of depravity and corruption and just pure evil that some of these people is just it's mind-boggling, really, that they can actually get away with it. But but it's it's equally mind-boggling that people can't see it. And it's like if you it's funny as hell. Like your football team loses and everyone goes nuts and goes crazy and they're ready to slaughter everyone around them.
Worst thing in the world. Yeah. Sorry, you go.
And then you get the other side, like where for years, like my whole life, you grow up with people that they just take it for granted that government is corrupt, that politicians are corrupt, and it's like, oh, that's just the way things are. The government's corrupt, but then all of a sudden they think, oh yeah, they've got our best interests at heart, so like we'll just line up and get the jab and so on, because they lie about everything else, but this is true.
Exactly. They're only corrupt in these quarters, but regards to this, oh no, it's all good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, they lie about absolutely everything else. They're super corrupt about everything else, but on this case, that they really do want you to be healthy.
Yeah.
Seriously? God. Yeah, it's crazy. Did you guys hear about the ostrich farm in Canada? West Virginia? Yeah. It was just like something like 350 ostriches. They murdered. They butchered them because they, that whole bird flu bullshit.
Geez.
And I think it was bird flu, but it was something like that anyway. It's just, they should have just put face masks on them, I guess. I mean, the level of what gets me too, though, it's not. I mean, you're always going to have these people that want to be dictators, right? What really gets my goat, right, or grinds my gears, is the fact that, but the people that actually enforce these ridiculous notions, like killing off a whole farm of ostriches just because they they don't want to use them for meat and stuff like that. But the police that go around and do this, the police that, like here on Australia Day was on Monday, right? And most of it was peaceful marching, but there were places where there weren't, and leftards were, assaulting people for carrying a flag, right, or wearing an Australian T-shirt. But the police did nothing about it, During the lockdowns, they were beating the crap out of peaceful protesters that didn't want to be locked down, except for certain protests like the BLM and so on, where they all took a knee. Like, what the hell? See, these are the people that are the problem, not like the politicians. Like, if the police didn't enforce the stupidity that comes from politicians, there would be no problem.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying. Like, you've got whoever is up top, the top evil, right?
Yeah.
But
you've got the
they cannot succeed without every other FTARD supporting it for money or whatever.
Exactly.
This is the problem. It's not just these top people.
And it's always the same power. Like whenever you get past these dictators, it's like these cowards are always like the same excuse. I was just doing my job, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, like if you didn't do your job, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So it's just
So you can wrestle a 12-year-old girl to the ground for not wearing a mask. Like, that's doing your effing job. You piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
like
see you in
being,
jail. I don't know how the hate speech laws are going, but I might see you in jail.
yeah, might have the next cell next to me, I think.
Yeah.
But that's exactly right, though. Like they beat up, young girls because they're not wearing a mask. Or actually, look, I even saw, um, a couple of people actually have heart attacks, where they actually have heart conditions, and trying to explain that to them, and they wouldn't take their explanation. There's so many different things that happen during that period. It's unbelievable. My
Yeah.
grown children say I'm poorly because I'm carnivore. I'm only still here because they eat this, pork, lamb, fish diet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
it's just people who don't, especially I suppose when they first hear about it, they just don't understand it, and they're certainly not going to. It's a difficult thing, I think, for people to be a bit more open-minded and come to the realization that they've been lied to about everything. Like they don't know the depths, or like how widespread all this stuff is. It's not just politicians. It's food. It's absolutely everything that we do in life at the moment.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So,
But even putting that aside, like even when I first heard the term carnivore, I thought, well, this is a bit weird, But if you have an open mind and you look into it, it makes sense, obviously. And people with IBS and gut issues and who've been eating plants for years, whatever, where do vegans think these conditions come from? Like,
exactly.
what's the explanation?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not eating meat, so they should be healthy as all get out. So where do these conditions come from?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like,
right. And so there was I think on Instagram recently, analyzing, that Brian Johnson, that vegan, that guy. He spends like $2 million a year for anti-aging like lifestyle.
yeah.
But he had his recent blood test, like they were shockingly bad, like
Oh,
extremely unhealthy. Yeah,
I'm surprised.
yeah.
That's got to be
Well, I mean, like,
misinformation.
yeah, he does nothing but pretty much just lives on supplements.
Yeah.
I know, like when he first started all this, he was even injecting his son, like he was taking blood from his son to inject in himself, and to keep his blood
Oh
young and all
my
this sort of
God.
stuff. He's just,
Go to Hollywood.
yeah,
Go to
the dude's a
Hollywood.
freak. Dude's a freak. But
Yeah.
his bloods at the moment was so bad, like shockingly bad, like almost as bad as mine when I was diagnosed. Like really,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really, really bad.
I don't know how many subs he's got, but anyone who follows
I've got
him,
millions of subs,
like,
yeah.
you know, I'm not one for shrinks, but please, you need help.
For sure. Yeah, yeah,
Good on you, Jonathan.
dude's off the scale.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jonathan saying he protested during the Sierra. I'm glad he did. Yeah, I mean, I mean, morally, we have to stand. We have to take a stand at some point in life, And this is what part of talking about diet is too, because it's all part of it, isn't it? It's about keeping us unhealthy and keeping us down and so on. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to be. You have to stand up to these tyrants. It's like the thing, like who the hell do these people think they are? They think they have the right to
Mm.
dictate to the rest of the world what we shouldn't be doing. Like
Yeah. I
it's
know.
absolutely despicable. Like the
Yeah.
level of depravity these people have. It's amazing.
Mm. Mm.
Did you hear Abs and Phil talk about fiber maxing last night? I call it Crohn's maxing.
Yes.
Crohn's maxing. I didn't hear them talking about that actually, mate.
No, me
But,
neither.
I'll have to check that out. They coined it the world's first tri-generational blood share.
Ugh.
That's right. It's very creepy. Actually, it was there was a Russian study on this. Like it was like I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago. It was a long time ago anyway. But I remember coming across this article from Russia today, but they were experimenting with just in lab rats, and they're taking blood from young, like very young lab rats, and putting them into really old rats, and it actually revitalized the old rats and gave them, like, they actually lived, obviously they lived longer, but they also had a lot more energy right till the end of their life as well. So it's really interesting stuff. But you can see, this could be something that is, it could be really abused, really abused. You're taking blood from children, for example, and injecting it into older people. That's just,
Well,
that's really
you've obviously
private.
heard the rumors, like it.
Yeah.
But how much longer would it make you live, and how can you be that evil to? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it makes you wonder, why, so many of these Hollywood group, sort of
Mhm.
people keep adopting children from Africa, Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
just a theory, I'm not saying anything. I'm
Yeah. Yeah,
just a
that's right.
question. So, hello, Josephine. How you doing? Good to
Hey,
see you.
Josephine.
Mm. Yeah. So I mean, the depravity out there, it's mind-boggling. Really, it really is.
It is. And the way they wander around like normal sort of people, like
Mm.
talk about Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh yeah.
How did
They
they
have
do it?
zero shame. Yeah, zero
Yeah, I know.
shame.
I
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how to do it.
but somebody was on this lesbian side actually, right? And a lot of them are lefty. There was a post praising Jacinta Ardern, for God's sakes. And I said, "Are you kidding me? Where the hell have you been?"
Mhm.
But someone was saying happy birthday to Ellen DeGeneres. And
Oh
I just
God.
left it alone. And I thought, oh my God, really?
Seriously. Yeah.
Do you people not, just because they're female, they're wonderful? No. Come on, come on.
Exactly. It's just,
Uh,
the whole world is just so full of shit. Honestly. Oh my God.
it just
It's
does my
shockingly
head.
bad. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, if that's the case, they should love Trudeau and all
well,
the other
exactly.
Macron.
Parasites. Yeah.
There's
Mm.
of similar ilk. But you can bet if I went in and said that, oh no, they're this, that, the other thing, they're just the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
really is. I mean, they're all the same parasites from the same parasite class, and it's
yeah,
just.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just. I mean, people they want to say that. I mean, they love to relate to someone who's famous as well. It's like
Mm.
they throw that. They just when they throw all their support around, like behind someone, they don't want to be wrong about it either. They don't want to be proven wrong
Mm.
about it either. You know.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
I used to love Ellen, right? I
Yeah.
used to love Helen Mirren. A lot of people now, it's like, okay, it's a disappointment, I guess, but
Yeah.
it is
For
what
sure.
it is. And once
Mm.
again, I'm not going to
Yeah.
overlook
So
that.
be it. Mm.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's right.
even if I heard stuff about ABBA, I love ABBA to bits. But if I heard they were involved, same thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
Mm.
it's
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I used to really
well,
like movies,
you don't
but
know these people
yeah, that's
personally.
right. No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to really like movies, and you always sort of, like, when you like a movie, you tend to like the actors, their character and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah.
and then so you sort of follow up and watch all their other movies and so on and so on.
Yeah,
But when you
exactly.
learn, like, what Hollywood and what these people are really like, I don't watch movies at all anymore. I don't. It's just not worth it. It's
I
such a disappointment.
Yeah, I've been watching old ones. I mean, that doesn't make them any better, but I don't know. Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
I like old
contains.
ones, like,
Yeah,
like some of the old, like, Humphrey Bogart movies and things like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Back in
Yeah,
that era.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were pretty good
yeah.
before communists came into Hollywood. scary. These, yeah, child blood. Yeah, I fear the future and lost needed children. Yeah, abuse. Yeah, see, this is one of the things I think that you, I, I mean, it's probably already going on. I would say it's been going on for some time, but it's scary how something like that it could easily be very much abused, and I'm pretty sure it has been abused for some time because we don't sort of hear about these things till much later, But yeah, it's disgusting. I mean, to even think to do that to me is like, what the
I
hell?
know.
So
Yeah.
just, I mean, they're so obsessed. Like, this is the whole thing. Like, I don't chase longevity. Like I don't. This whole longevity sort of genre of health and fitness, everything like that is it's insane. Honestly, like we all die. No one's going to get out of this alive, right? We're all going to die at some point. And sure, yeah, you want to be healthy for as long as you can be. So you want to prolong your health, and maybe but the obsession, like the level of obsession that people go to, like this Brian Johnson character, which obviously backfired like hugely, but
That's just insane.
it's crazy, it really is. And that's like, why didn't I, like, to me, like, if someone was taking blood from their own child to inject themselves, that to me is abuse. That's child abuse.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for him to even believe in himself, like, how could you believe this is gonna help you? Like, seriously?
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, there are there are. I mean, it's some, like, even like blood doping techniques where you draw, let's say, a liter of blood out of your system, or say half a liter of blood out, and then give yourself, say, 24 to 48 hours to replenish that blood. And some athletes will actually inject that blood back into the body, so then they actually have more blood cells to carry oxygen and stuff like that. There's like, there were athletes doing this, like, I don't know, like back in the 80s and 90s, and they were getting caught for blood doping and all sorts of stuff like that.
Okay. Jeez.
But it's yeah, it might be a little effective, but you're basically doing the same thing as, like, if you're just getting the right hormones right, or you're getting say, like, EPO production and things like that, you're getting the same effect. You don't have to go so extreme. These people are really obsessive. They have to win, or they have to be this certain way, sort of thing. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
WTAL. I'm not sure what that is.
What the hell? That's a common thing.
Oh, what the hell? All right. Okay. Yeah.
Place of what the hell.
Yeah. Some crazy stuff happening out there, and like, it's kind of interesting to see the effects, like in my study and all that. But like, to actually do that to a child, and I mean any child, let alone your own, it shows a level of obsession that goes beyond any kind of morals.
Yeah. There's many kinds of people. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I think they're things as opposed to people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
He's a grub. Schwarzenegger's a grub. Like, it's amazing how quickly people forget too. Like, people have a memory like a goldfish. Honestly,
they do.
Like,
yeah.
1 minute, like, everyone's like, oh, screw Schwarzenegger. Like, he says, screw your freedoms, well, screw you, and all this and stuff. That's all around the world. But like the next week, everyone's like, oh, Schwarzenegger's this big hero, and still this world's most famous body. The guy has always been corrupt. Like,
Yeah.
Just for an example, like the last Mr. Olympia he won, like he wasn't even supposed to be in the Olympia. He didn't qualify and he didn't enter until after the last, it's like, I think it was like a month before. And usually like they have to be entered like several months before, like 6 months beforehand, before they can actually compete. But he didn't actually join it until the very last minute. He wasn't anywhere near the condition of some of the other athletes, and of course he won it because he was 5 times in already, and he was Mr. Olympia sort of thing. Like he's always been corrupt, even if you have a look when he was even governor of California, to even get nominated, like to even get that happen, like they had to impeach the previous one, and like they have there's all sort. If you go into Schwarzenegger's life, you'd be surprised just how corrupt that son of a bitch is.
No, I wouldn't be. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But the people have got memories like goldfish, like, and he's still. It's so annoying. People say he's this big hero guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even with, I don't know if you're into cricket at all, but I am. I love cricket. I don't know if you remember the Steve Smith sandpaper incident a few years back, and Dave Warner. They cheated. It was a big thing.
Yeah, on the cricket ball. Yeah.
I thought, well, you should be disqualified from playing cricket ever again. But now they're still heroes. It's like they're big cheats.
Yeah.
It was so obvious. I wondered if it was on purpose. Like, has cricket been infiltrated? But the point is, I can't stand them. I hate cheats, and
yeah. It's amazing how quickly they forget, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that always kind of annoyed me actually when I was in Japan. I mean, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter where it is. Every country is the same, right? That like in Japan, they actually make them go on TV and they have to say sorry to all their fans and things like that. They actually make them apologize, and then they might spend like a TV personality who did something wrong, like they might be a real asshole, but then they go on TV and they apologize to everyone, and then like 6 months later they come back on TV and like nothing's happened. It's just people are just, they forget very quickly.
I mean, people make mistakes. I'm not saying,
Oh yeah, of course.
And Steve Smith was crying and all the rest of it. But like I said, it was so obvious. That's what gets me. Like,
yeah, but that's, I mean, like, it's kind of different. Like something, I mean, sometimes we do something stupid, we make mistakes. That's not like just a spur of the moment sort of thing. Like that's planned. That's a planned cheating.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It was.
Where you stand with that, that's a bit, the whole forgive and forget sort of bullshit is just it's crazy.
It's not like if one of them thought the umpire's decision was absolutely mental and they abused the umpire, heat of the moment. This, as you say, this was obviously premeditated.
Yeah.
And all
exactly.
Like, yeah.
Jonathan had a meltdown in hospital the other night. On Saturday night, they put me in a ward with lots of elderly, sick people. I wouldn't want to live that long like that. I was shaken. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Yeah, it's hard to manage. Yeah, I agree. When I got stuck in wards with all these sick people, and like when I first went into the hospital, it was like that was part of it. I guess I hated it. I hated every minute of it. But getting treatments as well. You're surrounded by all these old people, and it's like, and they're all. It's like the disease Olympics. Like everyone's got to tell you about their diseases and how sick they are, and everyone's is like, I don't know. I didn't know what the goal was. It was like the first one to die gets the gold medal or what? It's like, it was always so miserable, It's like, oh, what's wrong with you? And it was like, oh, I got this and I got this, and oh yeah, but mine's worse. Mine's just like, it's always they're always the worst one off. Like they're the worst ones in the ward. It's it's crazy. They just wanted recognition for being the most infirm.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's crazy. It's horrible being stuck in the hospital with all, like surrounded by that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
It would used to be selective memories. Yeah, exactly. With crap that's going on. Money talks. Yeah, exactly. Money talks and bullshit walks, isn't it? So, yeah. This year was filming for a shoot, but got asked to do it. Oh, okay. He got asked to do it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was. He just rolled up and won many people back back then agreed it was corrupt. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But like that sort of thing happens in sport all the time as well. It's not just bodybuilding. It's not just.
Oh yeah.
So, but you get that. Not good, Jonathan. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, mate. Yeah. You better carnival. Carnival hospitals. Yeah, hospitals are just depressing, and it makes it worse. Like if you have you already have it. It's a struggle to get when you are sick, and especially when you have a condition like Jonathan's got or anything like that. It's a struggle to sort of just get by each day. But when you go into a hospital, you're surrounded by that same thing. It can be a real struggle. Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. I hope it can give you a laugh. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I mean, it really does. It does sort of boggle the mind just how far. I mean, I understand like this human nature, right? No one's perfect, and everyone has their their good side and their bad side, and everyone has their like key good points and bad points. It's just the way it is. But there's a certain amount of depravity that these people are, like these parasites, and like I think fandom is another big thing. Fandom is one of my pet hates. Actually, I hate fans. I just can't stand them. I just like all these people like talking about Schwarzenegger, for example, where there's people like they think that he just can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And like all these music stars and all these professional musicians and so on, and people are screaming and yelling at the airports, and they're all like they just. I mean, it's obscene to me. It's ridiculous. It's like they have like their only source of excitement in life is getting someone's autograph or seeing this person at the airport, or who gives a crap, honestly. These people are. Josephine, thank you so much.
Like girls in the audience screaming over the Beatles. I never would carry on like that. Like I'd be sitting there really excited, but I wouldn't carry on like that, right? But what's even worse is when you find out about them, you see the truth, and you choose to ignore it. That's the biggest thing.
That's the worst. Like they think they can do no wrong. Yeah.
Or they, I don't want to look at that. I still love them or whatever, Yeah. That's when it gets beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, Quran, don't worship false idols. Yeah, they actually get that from the Bible, actually. So, like, a lot of that was just pieced together from other religions.
Unless it's ABBA, of course. Luckily, my favorite musicians are not Hollywood, like they're usually UK, like ABBA, Kate Bush, Enya, and you don't hear, little bits, but usually you don't hear really bad stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, please. The worst thing was I saw Anna wearing a mask in the studio. And I thought, Anna, take off the bloody mask. But none of them were pushing the thingy. You know what I mean? They didn't seem to get involved in all that. Like people like Dolly Parton, for instance. I used to love her. No more. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
Like, again, who the hell are these people to tell us what, to go and get this stuff?
I know. And
anyway, like,
who'd be stupid enough to listen to a bloody celebrity about something like that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it gets you. It's sort of, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like people are like, when Angelina Jolie, like some years ago, like people went crazy. Like she was saying, like she wanted to get involved in politics. And it's like, oh yes, yeah, Angelina Jolie, she's wonderful and all this sort of stuff. And like, she's an actor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all she does. That's all she's ever been. She's a professional liar. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay. So basically, probably a perfect politician, I guess. But like,
well, yeah.
because you like their movies doesn't mean you're going to like the person.
Yeah, that's right. And I never thought she was attractive. Blah.
Oh no, God, no. I never thought so either. Actually, yeah. She's just, I don't know. I've never liked her. Just an example, but still, it does get disappointing though when you do. You sort of like a certain movie, and then they start speaking out just out of nonsense, like, and telling us what we should be doing and all this sort of stuff, and immigration and all the rest of it. It's like, just shut the hell up, like it's, do your job and act. That's it. That's all they and that's all they do. Like, they get paid millions of dollars to do that. So why get involved in anything else?
Yeah, I know.
Just nonsense.
Yeah.
I have now refused all medical drug streaming. Good. Nobody agrees with my decision. Chemo will finish my days left. Carnivore and fasting. Good. No hospital for me. Good girl. Good girl, Mandy. I mean, it's a brave decision. It's kind of, it is quite a brave decision these days, because it's, you grow up and like, these are the experts. These people know exactly what they're talking about with the disease and everything like that. So you trust them. We've grown up to trust these people. And it's the same thing, like we're talking about with, these celebrity idiots that, we see them on TV or the news, like the mainstream media and stuff like that. We've been indoctrinated to trust the news and the media and stuff like that. So it does shock the system a bit to find out and to realize that it's all BS, If you have a look at some of the statistics of people dying in hospitals due to not so much malpractice, but, well, actually it is malpractice, like just simple mistakes, just doctors' mistakes, even old guy Carnival, old Mitch, he was talking about, he did a video recently, he's talking about, he was misdiagnosed. They said he had stage 3 kidney disease, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with him. And they wanted to treat him for it,
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is. And it happens all the time, there was a news story, I think it came out last year. I think I did post this on Facebook, actually, but like 250,000, I think it was, or it's like a huge amount of people die in America every year due to doctors' mistakes. And that in itself is like, if you think about it, like if you put like dietary advice, medications, operations, everything like that, we're putting our health in the hands of these doctors that kill people by mistake. At such a high rate. It's like they're probably one of the highest rate, or one of the highest reasons for people mortality is just doctors' mistakes.
Yeah, it's crazy. These experts. Yeah.
They're the experts that we're supposed to be trusting.
Well, I used to see an osteopath for various reasons, and he was great at that. But even back then, he said to me, don't let your body get too acidic, don't eat much red meat. So he knew stuff all about nutrition. He was great at the other thing he did, right? So there you go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I think Manpower came to town. I got roped into going. Oh my gosh, it was fun watching the ladies. Oh yeah.
No, I'm going crazy. Yeah, well,
yeah.
That's
This
not
is.
my thing. It's not my thing, but
Yeah. Yeah, there's such. I mean, I don't know. We could go into the battle of the sexes another time, but that would be. I mean, there's so many hypocritical sort of things. Talking about society.
But men or young boys don't seem to carry on quite like that, do they?
No,
like girls screaming at concerts. I don't think even young guys go that crazy. So
I think it's soy boys and that do.
Oh, soy boy, yeah, well, they're different.
Soy boys definitely do. Vegans and whatnot. They act like little girls.
Oh yeah.
But in general,
even all that annoys me now. All that, over the top stuff. And drag queens won't go near them.
That's just
won't go near them.
Yeah. That whole drag queen storytelling time is like, it's just there's some sick stuff. But around 1/3 of hospital deaths in the US are because of exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah, like 1/3. And if you think about the rest of them, and like it's not always just like what is considered a mistake, like a doctor's mistake either, because they tend to cover up each mistake as well. Like there's a reason for it, like, or they'll give you the wrong medications, for example, or the wrong dose or something like that, or they'll give you stuff that you just didn't need, because they're very much motivated to try and get you on medications as soon as possible, and to also keep you on them as long as possible. Leg of mutton is today's food. Nice, sounds good. Wow. I had chuck steak. That's good. Got it for gift from my farmer for being a customer. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, nice. It's good to have a farmer like that. Hey George, how you doing, my man? Oh, you are? I'm at the day job. Okay, it's supposed to be working, which feels a waste of my valuable time, but sadly the bills still need to be paid. Yeah, unfortunate, isn't it, mate? It is unfortunate. We all have to work and bills need paying and so on, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? Yeah, it was good to see you, mate. Thanks for dropping by. I mean, I've never been like, I used to go to, when I was young, we used to like go to a lot of good concerts and stuff like that. But you just, like, for me, it was just to go to enjoy the music. I didn't really care about meeting any kind of celebrities. It was like, I used to have friends like that though too. Like, he was always hunting autographs, like when I used to compete in triathlon and so on, when I was in early 20s, we were like, I was in a semi-elite group, and then you had like the professionals next level, and but he'd be chasing down every last autograph he could get from these athletes. I'm like, dude, who cares?
I used to be like that when I was much younger. I get it, but once again, once you find out if they're evil, it's like, no.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Don't like you anymore. And that's, I mean, I know when I left school, I went around getting all the teachers' autographs, even the ones I didn't like that much. It's a thing when you're young, I think,
I don't know. I don't think I was ever that young.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah. But when people refuse to acknowledge evidence or the truth. That's what gets me.
That's annoying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need to, it needs to smack them over the head with like a shovel, like otherwise they just won't see it, they won't get it. But oh well. Yeah, it's unfortunate because even like good friends or family, for example, that just don't get it. It's really difficult to sort of want to spend time with them, or be around or talk to them because you can't talk to them about these sort of things, you know. Like I can't talk to any like my family about the way I eat, even though like, it's funny as hell because from where I came, like from where I was, like I was literally dying in my bed to where I am now, and they won't listen. They still will not take on board the way I eat.
Because it's obvious. It's done you no good, David.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's completely ruined me.
What more evidence do they want? I mean, be honest and say, I know what it's done for you, but I couldn't do it. I'm too addicted to my carbs, whatever. Be honest, but don't say, that'll harm you. Hello. Have you seen this man? Have you seen what he has done?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, people?
Yeah, it's funny as hell. It's like actually I was talking to Abs about this too at one stage. It was like, I mean, how much more evidence do you need?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And even with Lee Copus losing his bloody colon, oh man, he should be able to sue those doctors left, right, and centre. But and for people to still, and half of them are probably just lying because they're getting paid, right? But Lane Nortons, do they really believe what they're saying? I don't know. But to still say he's doing the wrong thing, like, get out of here.
I mean, those guys are, there's a lot of Dunning-Kruger sort of going on there. Like they're just not as smart as they like to make out. But apart from that, though, too, they need to be popular. As you see, so it has to be. It's not popular to sort of give up the sugar and to give up the carbs, and that's just not that popular. And even you've seen even these so-called carnivore expert and carnivore influencers start adding carbs and stuff like that as well. It's the same thing. Like it's more popular. It's more, you get more clicks for adding carbs. So I mean, there's a whole range of things going on there too. So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's amazing how full of it some of these people are. Like lame titties Norton. He's like he looks ridiculous. He's got absolute crap for brains. But then it's the same with these other people too. A lot of these people, they have some success, like physically, for example. When they're young, especially when they're young.
Well, he does look good, but is he on stuff? I don't know.
Well, that's it. Like there's a number of reasons, and there's also you can look good without being healthy. I mean, I looked very good when I was stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I looked pretty much like that Brian Johnson dude. Like I was pretty fit, but that doesn't make you healthy. And if you look at Brian Johnson's blood, like they're unbelievably unhealthy at the moment. So there's your proof, isn't it? So,
well, he doesn't look healthy. He looks like,
no. You look at his skin.
I won't say.
He looks so pale. He looks. I mean, Looks, I was the same though. Like I didn't notice it at the time. But I was, when I look back at photos now, like my skin was like Brian's. It was very pale and even grey, like because you could see the blood underneath my arms, like under my skin. My whole body looked grey. It was weird. Yeah. But I didn't even notice it at the time. So yeah, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But they all have their sort of ideologies, I guess, and reasons for the stuff they do. And of course, like I said before, like no one wants to be proven wrong either, and they don't. Like people like Lane Norton, for example, they have a very large following. He's not going to come on YouTube and say, "Oh, I was wrong."
Yeah, eat your meat. Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
But
It's the
once
same as
again,
I was going to say. It's the same as like the food pyramid, right? Everyone's got their hair, their knickers in a knot because the Americans flipped the food pyramid upside down. It's like not much actually changed, and it's still like 10%, saturated fat maximum sort of thing.
Yeah.
But again, it's like even if they did change the food pyramid, the institutions are not going to come out and say, "Oh, sorry, we got it wrong." Like the universities, like the Dietetics Association, the Cancer Society, all these big corporations or big like educational sort of places like universities and so on, they're not going to come out and say, "Oh, sorry, we got all the science wrong, and this is what it should be like, and we're gonna change it now, and this is what education is going to be." They're never going to do that. They're all sponsored by big food. I mean, they even started by big food. It's the corporations that own them, so you can't expect that to happen.
No, exactly. I didn't get excited about it. I mean, and as people say, the average person would never have heard of it, wouldn't give a crap. They're addicted to their stuff. It's not going to stop their addictions. So,
No, that's right. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult enough, even like you were saying before, like your friend, you're not going to get them to change their diet.
No.
People are not going to give up. It's certainly not going to happen overnight anyway. But giving up junk food is not going to happen for most people.
No, that's right.
So it's just, of course, it's unfortunate, but I mean, like they've been weaned on this their whole life, and it's been, for the last 100 years or so, at least 150 plus years or so. So you can't expect people to change overnight. It takes a long time for generations to change,
Yeah. And I mean, it's ridiculous to poo-poo meat and everything for years, and then suddenly, oh no, actually it is pretty good for you. What made it not good? It hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's right.
Like the whole concept of a food is suddenly good again. It's just ridiculous. It's either always healthy or not.
Yeah, and again, you would think that people would wake up to that and say, like, well, like last month, eggs were like, you have like magazines all the time. It's like eggs are bad for you because of the cholesterol, and then the next month it's like, oh, eggs are back on the menu, and then the next month, oh no, they're back off the menu, and like then you would think that most people would say, well, okay,
they're either good or not.
Yeah, I mean, like there's something wrong here,
Yeah.
Oh well, what do you do? So my food pyramid, top to bottom, is meat, fat, eggs, butter, fatty dairy. Sounds perfect. Yep. So how's your carnivore diet journey going anyway, Jeannie?
Oh, sometimes I feel a bit like Kip. Not that I need to lose heaps of weight, but yeah, I'm more keto than carnivore. Yep. I have to admit. Like when I had the pub dinner, they had a special on a rump steak, right?
Yeah.
But you could only get one side, so the special wasn't that special. Yeah. Not that I need the sides, but it's just like a bit of hocus pocus. But I had mash, right? And people have said if you cook the veggie to death, it's not perhaps quite so bad. But the only probably veggies I have at home is probably a bit of onion every now and again, I hardly ever have veggies at home, but I've definitely got a sweet tooth. No doubt about it. So, and I'm still battling that, I must admit. But look, I'm mostly meat for sure.
Well, I think if you, yeah, as long as, I mean, depending on what your goals are, of course, but I think as long as you are getting your meat and fats in,
yeah, I do. I
you
do.
sort of, your health wise, you're sort of mitigating the risk a bit, you know.
I
So I
guess
think
I still have. Sorry. Yeah.
that's right. I was just going to. That's the most important part, you know.
I still have a bit of a battle with asthma, and when I go off plan, it plays up. And
Yeah.
I keep telling myself, Jeannie, you will never get rid of it totally if you don't be 100% good. So be a good girl, and
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
yeah.
mean, well, again, there's lifestyle things that can help with the asthma, like the breathing and holding your breath and stuff like that. Breath holds are really good for that, like the Takeo method. But yeah, I mean, once in a while too, it's not gonna. I don't think you need to worry too much about it. Yeah.
It's just if I have something and my asthma plays up a bit, I slap my wrist, But it's not like a bit of mashed potato. It's not going to. That doesn't affect me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's more sweet stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But
that's hard to give up. So.
Yeah. I mean, like Mitch says, it's a shame his addiction videos didn't do better, because he's spot on. Addiction is a huge part of it, because if we knew that this way of eating was the best, right? Why would we struggle if we weren't addicted? Like, as he says, alcohol means nothing to him. And if people weren't addicted, they could easily give up their sweets and carbs, and it would all be honky dory,
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, people say, "Oh, you can't be addicted to food, or you can't be addicted to sweet, or carbs and stuff like that." Well, okay, try quitting for a week.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, absolutely, you can. But
of course. Yeah.
I think it really helps though if you have, like a reason not to do it. Like short-term goals are really good for that. For example, if you have, I mean, like ice cream is one of my weaknesses. I love ice cream. I always have. If I could get, if ice cream had the same fatty acid and protein profile as meat, that's all I would eat. I would only eat ice cream.
Yeah, mine would be cheesecake.
A steak in every bowl. That'd be great.
Yeah, exactly.
But but I find that, like, if I have more short-term goals, such as like some of the things that I'm doing at the moment, like I'm getting ready for the free diving stuff, that keeps me motivated to be very strict, be as as strict as possible. So short-term goals like that can be very useful to help with that, and to stick to a routine. Routines help. Routines really help a lot. But yeah, it's a struggle. That's a real struggle. Like I said, it is an addiction. It is an absolute addiction.
Of course it is. Like I said, if it wasn't, people would be a lot healthier. Like that, because I don't think anyone thinks sugar is good for them, or McDonald's. Who thinks any of that is healthy, right? But they still can't seem to give it up. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. I mean, 99% of people are going to say, like drinking Coke and all this other stuff, they know it's not healthy, but like you said, they still do it. That's addiction,
Yep.
No problem to add some veggies so long as it's not processed. Yeah, I mean, there are some problems, but as long as you don't do it all the time. Like starchy carbs, doesn't matter if they're processed or not. Anything has especially starchy carbs, they have the same problem as coffee. You get quite a high amount of acrylamide. So like even like cookies, mashed potatoes, or rice, or pasta is worse actually. Pasta, rice not so bad, but when it comes to acrylamide, actually, when they get past a certain temperature, the acrylamide release is quite severe. So just don't do it all the time, you know.
No, I don't. No.
Got a weird double life at the moment, 60 hours a week on a building site and a full-time carnivore activist evenings and weekends, research, interviews, events, coaching, and it never stops. Well, yeah, like
when
it's
you sleep.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, take these things on, man. Yeah, take these things on. Yeah, that's good. It's good to hear that. Keeping you busy, George. I do make homemade ice cream, sugar free. That's not too bad. And sometimes I am using the fat coconut milk. Sounds good to make it. I love it. Better than store-bought ice cream. Again, you don't want to do that all the time, though.
No, I've never tried to make carnivore ice cream or anything like that.
Yeah, the whole like carnivore recipes trying to mimic junk food. I've never really liked that.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? Really,
it is. It's like, why overcomplicate everything? You know, it's you know, you got some meat, cook it, eat it. That's it.
Yeah,
you know, like, we do that too much. We overcomplicate everything, and that's why we've got such crappy processed food now. But I think trying to mimic junk food is like keeping those addictions alive as well. You know.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, I reckon.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because eventually you're going to get tired of trying to make your carnivore version of all these things, and you're just going to get the real thing, right? Like go get a pizza or go get whatever. So and like if you're going to eat it, just eat it, and just don't do it every day. So
well, I mean, the carnivore version would be much healthier, of course.
Oh yeah,
it still reminds you of, ice cream from the shops and so forth. In my mind,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the closest I come is like, making a protein shake and then just freezing it. That's about it.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, like even that now, I don't even do that. So I'm kind of happy. I think I'm sort of I'm kind of enjoying the simplicity of it. The trying to simplify life more, and that has been a very big part of it.
Yeah, I've never been a great cook at all, and trying to think of what goes with what, and buying all the veggies and chopping them up with a couple of glasses of wine, of course. I so do not miss all that malarkey. It's like, this is so easy.
Yeah, that's right. No, I was the same. I used to do like like Italian food, right? And you sort of put all these herbs and spices and veggies, and then you have a bit of wine with it, and that's a perfect meal. Very balanced meal. But it takes you hours to do it. It takes you hours to go shopping and then preparation
and all clean up.
The clean up, and it's like I just got one pan, one plate, one steak, and I'm good.
Yeah, one fork. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hardly mimic junk food. It's like a vegan vegan meat.
Oh yeah. Oh, those poor buggers. Do you not think they are craving meat?
They're crazy.
Seriously.
I feel it's their brains craving meat. They don't realize they're starving their brains and their organs of fatty acids and so on. But again, they don't like to be proven wrong. That's human nature, and but it's crazy. It really is. Some of the antics that they get up to. They would rather eat plastic than eat meat. Like literally like 3D printed, so-called plant-based meat. I actually saw something yesterday. It was there's this pond scum. It's actually I think it's called duckweed or something. And then they're like this video says like it's got more protein than meat. I was like, like there's it's actually amino acids that make up protein, right? And they don't have the same profile. They think like all protein's protein, right? That's the thing. That's the problem. It's the ignorance for these people, these vegans, and so on. Like, as long as it's got protein, you get protein from beans. I'm like, yeah, it's not the same protein. It's like, it's just hilarious, And I've actually seen I've seen recipes that actually mash beans. Have you seen that? They mash beans and turn it and mash them to make a steak.
A
bean steak. Are you kidding me?
I know. I know. Look, I'm so glad I wasn't brought up vegan or vegetarian. There was always meat and 3 veg. That was the standard, but I always ate some meat, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
So thankful for that.
Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, that to me is crazy. Why would you try and mash beans? I'm just gonna imagine these people trying to mash beans into a steak shape.
Yeah, please.
And then they make it a burger. It's like like a bean burger.
And if they're so against the idea of meat, why even do that? It's bizarre.
Yeah.
You think it'd be like taboo to even think of making something that reminded them of meat,
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, it's absolutely bizarre. Like, but they don't get the irony. That just goes straight over their heads.
Apparently not. My best friend, she used to make me watch these. Well, not make me, but these cooking videos of these vegans and all these colors and Jean, isn't that? Look how fantastic that looks, and it's very pretty, but it's poison.
Exactly. I don't know why are people obsessed with color in their food. Like,
well, I can't understand it, but once you know the truth, like Jerry says, if you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. George got a great event last night, a concert in our local theatre. Oh, that sounds cool. Eagles tribute band. Okay. Lead singer Chris is a top carnival. Okay. He's alone. He's done 2 Dave Max.
Okay.
I suppose interviews. Yeah. He's nearly 69 and touring flat out for 5 months. Okay, cool. Mr. Bean Burger. Yeah.
I love Mr. Bean.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, some of it. I like Rowan Atkinson. He's very hit and miss, sort of, but he's brilliant guy, actually. He's got a doctorate in electrical engineering.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy. He races cars too. He actually does race car driving and stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting guy. When I'm sick or vomiting, God knows it just happens with migraine. Yeah. Then I absolutely crave oats porridge. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Nothing else. It's quite not for calming stomach. It could be that like porridge is sort of it's kind of like cement. It'll stay in there, like it'll kind of block you up a bit. So it could be why.
I love porridge too and oats. I love all that, but
yeah, I used to eat it like every morning for breakfast. Before I love it. But I used to have it. But but like when you're a kid, you have oats and you put like brown sugar and stuff like that on it. So
yeah,
that's really toxic.
Yeah, just to up the sugar content.
Some shocking stuff. But I think you probably might be craving. The reason we're craving it is probably because like it's something you've grown up with, and you sort of it when you feel sick, you want what is familiar. You know, I think it's more an emotional thing rather than a like physiological thing. It might actually make you feel better because of that, like emotionally, but I think porridge will really sort of block you up as well. So it's kind of like pouring concrete down your throat. So like it sticks in there, it stays in there for a bit. That could be why. Um, I don't think there'd be much of an alternative that would sort of mimic that. Meat is going to be it's going to be very different to that, especially if it's fatty. It kind of goes through you if you have migraines or but I think when you have migraines, a lot of it is when you get headaches, for example, you're having problems with like vasorestriction. Okay, it's when the blood vessels have shrunk and they've gotten narrow, and you're not getting oxygen to the cells like in your brain. Okay, low CO2 levels cause that. Sometimes if you, for example, if you are mouth breathing through the day, or if you are mouth breathing while you're sleeping, you can wake up with a headache because because that causes vasorestriction. Because CO2 is also a vasodilator, and that will relax the blood vessels, right? And that will allow more blood to flow for one, but it will also get more oxygen to the cells. But also nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, if you are breathing through your nose and you produce more nitric oxide is also a vasodilator. So it's also going to help with that sort of thing as well. So there could be a number of reasons why you feel like that. Yeah. But the migraines are not easy to deal with. And I mean, there's all sorts of reasons why they might happen. But very painful. So I hope you can sort of help manage that somehow. As a kid, I loved my oatmeal, and when I was sick, I only want to eat pink yogurt. Okay, like strawberry yogurt, or it was the grenadine in. Okay, yeah, now I know better. Yeah. I mean, look, when you're a kid, it's like, they start you on sweets so early, like from the time you're a toddler. Like, here's a treat, they give you something sweet, give you some candy for being good. So you sort of, you're training yourself, you're training your kid to like sweet things is when you get good. So when you're a good kid, sort of thing. So you sort of training them. Thank you so much, man. Sticker, I really appreciate it.
They never hand you a steak as a little kid. Say,
no, that's right. That's right. Yeah, good boy, good girl. Here's a steak. Here's some beef jerky.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'll keep it going all day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is, and unfortunately, like it's just it would be nice if we could have like started this sort of thing, this lifestyle a lot earlier, but it is what it is, and at least we are now, and that's the important part,
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of other reasons for these migraines. Like migraines are, depending on anyone's physical sort of problems that they might have, there's a number of reasons why it happens, but relieving them, cold. Actually, I used to have, especially when going through chemotherapy, I used to have migraines a lot because of the heat that was coming out of me a lot. Then I would soak myself in the cold shower. Cold therapy is actually very good for that too, because it stimulates your lymphatic system, and that will actually get things moving as well. Get your like your vasodilators, like CO2 moving, and nitric oxide as well. It's like, as long as you, like when you have a cold shower, like try and keep your breathing steady and calm, and that will help you produce more nitric oxide as well. So maybe give that a try. That's what I mean. I used to just soak in the cold showers actually after treatments, and that really helped me a lot actually. So, yeah, like a kid going to the dentist and went, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like, obviously they want a return customer. You know, like, oh, you did well today. So here's some candy. Here's a lollipop. You know, you went to the dentist. Yeah, give you a lollipop. Crazy, isn't it? Obviously they want return customers, don't they? You know, sugar and stress. So yeah, oh, that's good. Sugar and stress.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good, Josephine. Yeah, I find that too. If I eat something, I mean, you do notice it. I think that's one thing like you were saying before, Jeannie. You are certainly more aware of how you feel now on certain foods. Like when you eat something wrong, you feel it, right?
Yeah.
Certainly more sensitive to that. I think that's really good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we sort of, you can read your body a lot better now. It's kind of scary to think, like, when you grow up on all this junk food, you just didn't notice, like, your body was actually numb. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. I remember having a croissant from a bakery a year ago, whatever it was, and I tell you, it tasted like bloody chemicals. It tasted, and I love croissants. It wasn't the greatest croissant, right? But still, I couldn't believe it. You know, I thought, this tastes like chemicals. It tastes crap. Amazing. Yeah.
Everything, I think, like anything with like floury now, like if I try anything that's made from flour, you can really taste everything in the flour. It's like, and it makes you feel like crap afterwards. If I eat organs or raw only seared, they also trigger migraine. Oh, okay. Yes, I can't mouth tape during an attack. No, of course not. I think lack of fluids makes me crave oats. It could be. Meat not option when in pain. No, I agree. I probably wouldn't try eating meat. I think if you're sick and you have migraines, I think it might just go straight through you anyway. And yeah, mouth taping is not an option when you have a migraine either, because I think that will actually elevate your nervous system. Because when it comes to breath holding, for example, I think that 80% of it is mental. Right? It comes down to your anxiety levels. When you have a headache, for example, like a migraine, your nervous system is already elevated, and when you do something like mouth taping or blocking your nose for like a breath hold, for example, you tend to elevate it again, and you start getting anxiety, and that is going to make everything just feel a lot worse. So in that sort of state of mind, the best thing you can do is just to like breathe deeply, breathe slowly as possible, and just calm yourself, calm your nervous system. Because I think that's what a lot of it is. It comes down to like anxiety levels, being in that, like elevating your nervous system to the point where you actually will panic if you have it, like especially if you have a migraine. You can get panic attacks and so on from things like that happening. So all you can do, and the best thing that works for me as well, is just to slow your breathing down and try and calm yourself, calm your heart rate, because I know, especially when you're in pain, especially if you have a migraine, you can feel the pulse. It's like a drum beating on your head. So you want to slow your heart rate down. So breathing can really help. Had them 40 years, 1 to 3 times a month. That's terrible. Being sick with migraine sucks. It does. I wanted to never wake up so bad. To think all I had to do was change what I eat. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It makes a big difference. The fat profile helps your body to produce more CO2 levels as well. I think that's why, when people do go to carnivore, because they're eating more fat, they're producing more CO2. So that again, they're more relaxed, so they have more vasodilation. Plus, meat also helps us to produce more nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is very important for hormone production, vasodilation, and a few other things. But like it's a very powerful antioxidant. But I think that's why when people go from like a standard diet to eating meat, they feel far more relaxed and they sleep a lot better. I think as the years progress, though, they sort of adjust and get used to that sort of thing. You need to sort of add a few other modalities as well. Lifestyle things matter as well, but the diet is quite, does make a big difference. It's good to hear that you get rid of those migraines, though, Josephine. It's good. Breathing through migraines help for me was to try and sleep it off after V comes out first, then sleep. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I think it's good to calm yourself and try and sleep. Like I said, cold showers helped me a lot as well. Yeah, cold dark rooms, very good. Yeah, cold dark room for 2 or 3 days. That's where I just want to die to stop it in bad attacks and vomit. Yeah, after sip fluids, I try. Yeah, I can understand that. You feel like that, don't you? You do feel like that. You feel like you just want anything to stop the pain. There were many days where I felt exactly the same. You don't care if there's nothing else afterwards. You just want the pain to stop. But I hope, Mandy, you can improve that situation. I'm doing a dirty line for January. Dirty line now. Okay, there's all these titles for this for eating carnivore. I'm doing dirty line for January. Coffee as a beverage, energy levels very high. I've cut out duck eggs and a night itching problem gone. Oh, okay, that's good. I love duck eggs, but I've had to admit I can't eat them. Duck eggs are different to chicken eggs too. They're much fattier than chicken eggs. I mean, eggs in themselves for some people can be like like mucus forming and stuff like that. So you can get like esophageal mucus and things like that. But this is what it's all about, though. You need to work out the nuances for you, like what works best for you. So it's a good idea to like eliminate everything you can and see how you feel, and then add things as you go to like see how you feel on them. So I'm glad it's working out for you, George. I like eggs. Like I can eat like 10 to 15 chicken eggs a day, and I feel pretty good on that. But if I eat duck eggs, which I do sometimes do, I eat far less duck eggs because they are much fattier, and if they have more than 4, they'll just go straight through me. 10 days later in hospital. 10 days later in okay, hang on. Took a year on carnivore. I skipped keto this time, around tried keto in 2018. Was doing good, but still had the headaches. Okay, and Mama was in my ear saying I'm eating too much. It's too much, so I cut half my meals. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is with parents. My parents always complain that I eat too much food. When I was growing up, and like even now, like if I visit, like I always take I make my own. I pay for my own food and everything like that, but they'll still complain that I eat too much. It's like, what does it matter?
What's
You
it
know?
to them?
Yeah, exactly. What's it to you? You're not paying for it. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. 10 days later in hospital. Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. You need to eat. You know, you need to eat. I was working hard, never sat down for 9 hours a day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that's a struggle on the body, like there's even I mean, there are certain things like our lifestyle is not a natural lifestyle. Even like going to work and spending all day at work and doing all these other activities and so on. Like it's fun to do all these different things, but it's not a natural lifestyle. So you need to eat when if especially if you're working things like 9 hours a day, sort of thing. You have to make sure that you eat. Duck eggs, yummo.
I don't think I've ever had duck eggs.
They're good. They're very good. I mean, on average, like, I mean, the ducks that I have here are all that I don't feed them anything. They just eat wild. So the eggs that I get are all, completely organic. But I mean, they're much larger. They're much because they're Muscovy ducks. Like there's
Right.
obviously different type of ducks that give you different size eggs and different colored eggs and so on. And different chickens will give you different colored eggs as well. Like you can even get blue eggs and so on. But I mean, these Muscovy ducks are like big white eggs, and they're really fatty, really, really fatty. The yolks, so they're good. You just can't have too many of them because of the fat content. They just go straight through you. Yeah. You also eggs. I tried quail and duck, hen, all pastured. I itch and swell. Yeah, say goodbye to them. Oh, that's good. It was good that you figured that out, Mandy. I mean, it's like anything. Like some people can handle dairy, some people can't. Some people can handle eggs, some people can't. It's either when people do have problems with eggs, though, it's more often than not it's the white, not the yolks. So if you separate the yolks and the whites, more often than not, it can sort of fix the problem. But it's kind of a bit. If you can do it without them, then I don't think you need to go through all the trouble either. So I need that food. I was even losing weight. I need that food. I wasn't. Maybe wasn't even losing weight. Yeah, when you undereat, it's funny, isn't it? Like when you undereat, you don't actually lose. I mean, you will lose like overall body weight, but you won't actually lose body fat. Because your cortisol levels will actually rise, and you'll start actually putting on fat, but you'll lose like muscle tissue and bone tissue and connective tissue. I've got a lizard on my window.
Cook him up.
Yeah, it's just a little one. It's just a little gecko.
Oh, gecko.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Lainey has switched to lactose-free milk. Okay, she's cut out eggs. She's supplementing collagen and ox bile. Okay. Hair, skin, and nails glowing. Good. Gastro health much improved. Good. Mental health better. Excellent. Well done. Good job, Lainey. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, see how you feel. I mean, depending on what else. I mean, if you're feeling good, just keep going with it. But instead of just going lactose-free milk, why not just cut out milk altogether? Before carnival, I got extreme skin rash. It's vanished for 90%. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Now just a few little spots and no more itchy skin. Oh, that's excellent. That's very good. Actually, that's something like I sometimes used to get, especially like going through chemotherapy and everything like that. through treatment. Sometimes I get psoriasis and things like that, but yeah, I haven't had anything like that since just eating meat. So it's been good. George, sweet beach. Yeah, it's so simple and so awesome hearing all the beautiful healing going on with the people's bodies. It is. It is. It's quite remarkable, isn't it, Josephine? It is. It's. I think it's a wonderful thing to see people healing, but not just that. Like they're doing it themselves without a heap of drugs. It's a very simple process. And just trust that your body knows what it's doing. Because I think you start to have more faith in your own self, in your body, as well, to know that your body is resilient enough that if you give it the right food, it will actually improve your situation. Because I think we just grow up, we don't trust ourselves, we don't trust our own body. We think that we know better than our body. I think that's one of the biggest problem with people is like we're arrogant enough to think that we can improve it. When it's already perfect. When you arrive, your body is already perfect. There's nothing you need to add to it, right? You have everything you need to survive and live in this world. You don't need to keep adding to it. It's not going to be, even if you add all these so-called superfoods and all these supplements and everything like that, it not going to turn you into superhuman sort of thing.
No.
I think, by comparison, like if you could raise a child from, on carnivore from birth, that person would grow up to be superhuman compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, can you imagine? Like, and even getting people out of the idea that aches and pains and all the rest of it are just a normal part of life. They're not. They are so not.
Yeah, that's right.
We've just accepted that this is how it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's been normalized.
Yeah.
It's all been normalized. Yeah. There's so many different conditions that have been normalized too. Growing up, like SIDS and all these different diseases and everything like that. It's just a normal process of aging. As you get older, you get diseases. You get like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and cancers and all this other stuff. It's like the more money that big pharma gets, or the more money that hospitals get, the more diseases we get. It's crazy. What's going on?
Funny about that. How nothing's being fixed. Yeah.
Like these pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer's been in business for 185 years and they've cured no one. They've never come up with one single cure. So it's crazy when even myself included, like when I was younger, never thought about these sort of things, never bothered thinking about these sort of things. You look back now and it's like, how did you not see this? Like, what's going on? This is crazy. It's a crazy world. It really is. It's a clown world. It really is. But
yes.
All right. Well, I think we've been going for almost a couple of hours here. So, I mean, if anyone has a question or any other comments, let us know. What else has been going on with you, Jeannie?
No, I'm just enjoying retirement, enjoying doing what I want, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Lots of reading, lots of YouTubes. Enjoying this place, country life, really. Yeah.
Nice to be out in the country at times, isn't it? It's like
it's so quiet.
It's quiet. You get a little bit cleaner air, and
yeah.
Not quite so convenient. Not as convenient as you'd like, but it has its benefits.
I need or else if I need Tarjay or something, I'll go to Armadale. But that's a nice drive, a lovely drive. So it's no, and I rarely need anything like Tarjay. So, but yeah.
I haven't heard that for a long time, actually. Tarjay. For those who don't know, Tarjay is the posh way to say target. It sort of makes it sound like a bit of a better brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Tarjay. Yeah, that's cool. I haven't heard that for a long time. Yeah, I can't go high fat, moderate only. Yeah, but like again, Mandy, I like it's always about working with what you can do. Like don't try and force you can't force your body to adapt super quick or anything like that. So like just you work out exactly what you need and when you need it. So just do it when you can. That's all good. We all have our sort of limits. Doctors say it's genetic to the diseases. Yeah, we get exactly. Yeah, of course, it's been normalized. Like it's
yeah.
Of course, if we eat the same crap foods, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I mean it's the same with like obesity. Now they say like it's not your fault. It's genetics, right? I just fix the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course it is because you're eating the same food that your parents are eating. The kids grow up that way, and I mean, it's amazing. People will sit around, like obese people that I know, they're eating cake and all sorts of other crap, and they say, "Oh, it's genetics. It's the family genetics." And you're sitting there watching them shovel all these carbohydrates down their throat and sugar, and you think, "Are you sure about that?"
You want to rethink one?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, okay. Like every single you've got a point. Yeah, every single one of you is obese, but every single one of you is eating the same stuff. So yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's just it's nuts. It's a crazy world.
Literally sad.
Yeah, it is. It is a bit sad, but it's just a crazy world. You get that. Let's go turn this off. There we go. All right. I would love more beef fat. Oh yeah, well, it's always good. But it's not easy now. Everyone pre-orders it. Yeah. Sad. Been eating more fish lately. Well, that's good. Not as filling as beef. Yeah, that's the problem with fish. Like seafood is very light. You have to eat a lot of it. To really fill up. So beef is nice and heavy. Yeah, it's kind of sad, and you have to stop all these carnivores eating all our fat. I think so. We have to don't do the carnivore diet, everyone. It's bad for you. It's more meat for me. Yeah. I lived in Botany Bay 3 years. Oh, okay, cool. Loved it right on the beach in a shack. Oh, that's
Nice.
cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. We're on the beach. It's always good to be on the beach. Like I don't know what it is. I just love the ocean. I love being on the beach, and I mean I like the mountains and stuff like that to visit. But honestly, I like being on the beach. Until March 22, I believe the lie that a calorie is a calorie is a calorie, right?
How many calories?
Cheap, bulky carbs. Yeah, destroyed my body. Then I learned the truth and rebuilt my body. And mine with fat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
The whole calorie thing. How many people got sucked in by that, including myself?
Well, even now, like they still believe it's all about calories. When I was going through college, doing sports science, there was exactly the same. Like all of my lecturers, it was like, yeah, it's all about calories. It's all about calories. As long as you eat less calories than you burn, right, then you'll be fine. You know,
Yeah.
like
Good idea.
seriously, you know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Mm.
Mhm.
But you know, like even today, like they still teach the same crap. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
cheap breads, tin food, yeah, loads of cereals, fried chips, yeah, seed oils, and so on. Yeah, fried chips and eggs, cheap biscuits piled up in the cupboards. Yeah, that was childhood. Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much my childhood too. That's
Yep.
pretty much what it was. Yeah, could be why I'm tired lately. Park tonight. Pork tonight. Okay, yeah. Could be why I'm tired tonight. Pork tonight. Okay. Actually, I haven't had pork for a while. I actually did buy some pork yesterday. I went to Brisbane. I did a big meat shopping yesterday. I actually got some pork mince. I haven't had pork for a while, so I thought I'd just give it. You know, I don't eat it very often because it's monogastric animal for one, and pork
Mm.
in Australia is pretty much just raised on grain and stuff. But I figure why not? Yeah, I'll lash out. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I got a heap of chuck steak. Actually, chuck steak is my favorite. It's always
Yeah.
very fatty. Mm,
Mm. I
lots of
agree.
added.
It's lots of flavour too. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Mm.
I like I am like I don't mind like rump and stuff like that, but it's the fat's always on the outside, whereas chuck is it's
Mm.
always in the adipose, like the tissue in the muscle meat
Yeah.
itself, like the fat. So it's really
Yeah.
nice and tender, you know.
Yeah.
So I really like that. It's my favorite
Mm.
meat, actually. The
Yeah.
poor man's ribeye, but
Yeah.
yeah, like
But no,
you buy,
I love it. Mm.
yeah, I think it's great, and
Yeah.
you're not paying for the bone too, so you
Oh,
get
yeah.
more meat, so
Mm.
yeah,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
a whole lot cheaper.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's
Good stuff.
great meat, actually. So just can't drink
Yep.
because you know, because it's so fatty. I can't drink so much water around it because otherwise it'll just go straight through you. But it's
Mm.
good. Mm. I actually, the best way for me to eat it actually is when it's cold. So I tend to pre-cook it either the day before or late lunchtime and put it in the fridge until I eat it for dinner because that way the fat is it's all cooked, but the fat is solid. You know, it's not rendered when you eat
Mm.
it. You know, so it makes it much
Mm.
easier to digest. So
Yeah. Okay.
camera keeps stopping on me. Uh, there we go. Okay,
He's
just
back.
change that back again. The connection for this camera is not very good. There we go. Yeah. So I have pork, especially the fat and crackling. Crackling is good, but I recognize, yeah, that a pig is a monogastric animal, so rarely eat it now. Yeah, actually, it'd be good. Actually, when I was in New Zealand at Bart's place, actually, they had really good, you know, their crackling chips. You know, like they make the pork fat chips. Yeah, they were really
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
But you can't buy a decent brand one like here. And if you buy like store bought stuff, it's all cooked in seed oils and so on, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and soy enhanced protein and crap like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So yeah, difficult to
Yeah.
get. Delicious though. Very
Mm.
good. Mm. So do you have a favorite carnivore snack, Jeannie?
Snack. Um.
Yeah,
I do love boiled eggs. That's probably my favorite way to eat an egg. Actually, believe it or not.
yeah, yeah,
Um. Otherwise, just leftover cold meat. That's
yeah. I agree.
what
Yeah,
I say.
leftover cold meat's great.
Or
Great
sometimes
snack.
just a chop of butter. If I just want something small,
Yeah, yeah.
I could not eat a whole stick of butter in a
No, I
day,
couldn't do it. No.
but I'm quite happy to have just a chunk, just to
Yeah, every now and then I like to have it like I just like I'll cut a slice of butter, and that's
yeah,
quite
like
good.
cheese or something. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
mm,
Just
mm,
tide me over. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Mm. I I thought I was the only one to eat the steak cold after cooking. I love the taste better than warm meat. Yeah, I agree. I like the texture. The texture of the fat once it's solid again is much better when it's cold. I think for fat, and same with like bone marrow. I do like eating bone marrow sometimes, but I'll like after cooking it, I'll refrigerate it until it's cold first, because I like the texture better. You know,
Mm.
bone marrow is quite good. I like that. Mm. Yeah, beef doesn't taste good to me anymore, and don't feel great with. Yeah, lamb agrees with. Yeah, it's madness our bodies. Oh yeah, yeah. But lamb's great because I think lamb is I love mince uh, pork from the farm, slow grown. Oh, that's good. I love cold meat. Also, always eat my food cold. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I just for me it's just about the texture, really, especially about the fat. Um, But yeah, lamb is great. Lamb, I mean, if you don't like beef so much, like lamb is, I love the flavor of lamb for one. But you have 10 times the amount of, of omega 3s in the fat. So the fatty profile, the fatty acid profile in the lamb is much better in than beef. So that's why I've never really agreed with doing things like just the beef water sort of was it lion diet, right?
Yeah.
Because lamb and seafood have like a really good fatty acid profile. So I think it's really
Mm.
good to have a mixture of fats. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, cut out eggs if you need to, that's fine. But I think you should have a good range of meat. And honestly, like a lion's going to eat lamb too, and certainly going to eat fish as well. You know,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. That's right. Eh? Mm.
so that's what I would do. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
just
I've
texture
never.
wise and easier to digest. And like when I think I just you can't. I just can't hold on to the fat as much like when if it's hot because it's rendered. It tends to go through you very quickly. So
Mm.
I always like to eat it cold. It just that way I think it's much more stable. Mm. So works for me anyway. So,
Mm.
mm. It's a good snack too, like you said. It's like just like eating jerky, like just cold steak. You know, feels
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but you don't have to cook it as much either. Like yeah, it's kind of like like roast beef. Like you just sort of sear it on the outside, and then like
Mm.
you once it's been in the fridge and it's cold, it doesn't leak so much. It doesn't bleed or anything. So it's
Mm.
it's quite good like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I got pork roast when it's done. I just taste it. Yeah, if it's cooked okay.
Mm.
Um, then I only use it for lunch. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only fish that suits me without problems is halibut. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Halibut.
Yeah. I
No,
like
that
I like salmon. Salmon and tuna are my favorites actually. There's another one though, was it yellowtail? I think it's called. That's really
one.
good. Actually, yellowtail is really, really good fish. It's a dark red meat, and very fatty, so it's really, really good. Um, and another one in Japan, they called katsuo. It's kind of similar to tuna. I forget the English name, but katsuo is absolutely delicious. Really dark red, solid fish meat, and very fatty. Very good. Uh, but that's about it. I don't eat a whole lot of that big range of seafood, to be honest. I've never been big on like oysters or prawns and stuff like that.
Oysters. Bleh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look like boogers. It's like
Yeah.
this
Right.
big,
And
big slimy booger going down your throat.
the texture, everything, the texture, the taste.
Yeah, it's just
Nothing nice about oysters
never
in my
been big
book.
on that sort of stuff. Yeah. I sort of try to um expand my horizons a little bit recently, but yeah, like it's seafood in Australia is like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Like I was at Costco yesterday, and they had like three small lobster tails, right? Just quite
Mm.
small, they're only about this big, just lobster tails, but just three of them for $85. I'm
Oh, you're
like,
kidding.
No, I'm like, that's not gonna fly. Like, that's crazy.
I think I've eaten lobster once and I wasn't impressed. I thought it was pretty boring.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
born to be rich. I don't know. It didn't impress me at all. So, you know,
Yeah. I just don't. I don't
that's
think
ridiculous.
that's. Yeah, this is
$85.
nuts. Yeah, and they were small lobster tails, like really
Yeah, yeah.
small. You know, it's like $150 a kilo or something. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've developed a power bowl of minced beef. Okay, with lamb liver and kidneys. Okay. Laney air fries it, and I eat it cold at work. The fat is solid. Yeah, I like the fat, solid fat.
Yeah.
Um, it's very tasty and much easier to eat. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. It's much easier to eat fat when it's solid like that. Fish in Belgium is very expensive, so I stick to pork, beef, and eggs. Yeah, I mean, I can sort of understand. I suppose Belgium's close to the water too, though, isn't it? So it's just
Mm.
crazy seafood prices here. Like in Japan, everything's so cheap. Like seafood is dead cheap over there. Like you can like some of my favorite fish, like katsu, for example, you can get a whole fish for $20. Like it's so good,
Mm.
so good.
Yeah, me too, man.
Don't eat lobster. Yeah, I don't either. I wanted to try it, but I'm thinking I don't want to try it that much. You know,
Live without.
I think it'd be cheaper to go find your own in the ocean. You know,
Yeah,
just go for a swim somewhere. So
yeah.
that's just crazy. You know, like seriously,
I'm
and you
really,
seriously that just like that size, like there's three little lobster tails. That's not going to be a filling meal. You know, like
no.
you still need to eat a steak or something after it.
Yeah. That's
That's just
ridiculous.
crazy. Yeah, halibut's not cheap. My treat twice a month. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Well, you got to treat yourself every now and then.
Yes.
And I think like it's a good thing. I mean, if at least you're treating yourself to something healthy like halibut, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, beef is crazy expensive now, but liver and kidneys are still very cheap. Yeah, not many people want to eat. It's funny, you know, like obviously there's a lot more meat on the cow than there is like just the organs, right? But the organs are cheap because not many people want to eat it, you know.
We'll eat them.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just yeah, price on demand, I suppose. But yeah, demand and supply and so on. But
Mm.
you know, you think about like organs as a whole, it's very small part of the animal. Yet you would think that would be the more expensive part of the animal because it's so limited. But you get that. Costs about 30 pounds. 30
Oh,
pounds a pound.
it's
Wow.
getting up.
That's what about I think what's the Australian dollar to pound at the moment? It's like
Yeah, even to
it's
go half, it's $60 a pound.
yeah, about
Would
60
be
70
more
dollars.
actually.
Yeah, so it's about
Yes.
60 $70 for about a pound
Yeah.
is about half a kilo. About yeah, half a
Yeah.
kilo for about $70. That's yeah,
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
expensive. Uh, that's a good treat, Mandy. I hope you enjoy it.
Eat it slowly.
Yeah.
Savor it.
Savor that one. Yeah, I think so. I'll be like eating one bite a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Far out.
Yeah, make it last. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's crazy expensive. Like for these, I can understand. And, you know, like I understand about inflation and all this other sort of stuff, but you know, like in Australia, we are. I mean, it's a big country, sure, but we're completely surrounded by ocean.
Yeah.
And yet we have like we're really limited on seafood and like the variety and the price is just astronomical. It's
Mm.
astronomical. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, it is what it is, and all we can do is our best to just get through it and hope for the best, I guess. Yeah, prepare for the
Mm.
worst and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
About it,
that's all we
yeah.
can do.
Mm.
Anyway, guys, we've been going for a couple of hours, so I think we'll leave it there tonight. And I thank you, Jeannie, for joining me tonight. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun talking,
Having me.
catching up.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Thanks everyone in the chat for joining, and I look forward to next week, the Saturday morning. I'll be doing another live, and I've still got to catch up with some breathwork videos for everyone as well. So I will
Sweet.
get onto that. This is so good. Yes, it's sat in my freezer until I can't wheel it out. No longer fair enough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're very welcome, Mandy. It's really good to see you all. And thanks all for joining us. And thanks, B, as well. Look, have a great week, and we'll catch up again soon. Okay? Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Cheers.